How are you?
It's Lee Richey keeping you company, and as promised, I have a special guest with us today. She's got a brand new song out. We're going to talk about that. We're going to play it and find out a bit about her. ERIN Alvey is my guest. Hello, ERIN.
Hello. Thanks for having me, Lee.
It's good to meet you. It's good to talk to you, and congratulations on End Badly.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
It's a very nice song. Let me just say, first off, I love your voice. It stands out amongst everybody else. It's a little different from, the cookie cutter voices that sometimes you hear on the radio or out of Nashville. So
that means a lot coming from you. So I really sincerely appreciate that. Thank you.
You got that going for you. It's great. And the song is a beautiful song. Tell us about, did you write it?
Yes. So I wrote it with 3 other writers in town. One, Jen Denmark. She's had a #1. And then Patrick Murphy, he just wrote Standing Room Only with Tim McGraw.
Oh, right. Wow.
He wrote that song, that single. And then Jay Brunswick, he was more the producer, but also a songwriter on the track. So the 4 of us joined forces here in Nashville at Curb Records downtown, and we wrote End Badly together.
Let me ask you this. Did you know these guys when you walked into the session? Because I know how that works when you've got those.
Totally.
Yeah.
So I knew, I guess, what's funny is I've written with them since then. So I can't remember if we had written prior, but I think it might have been our first time meeting. You're right.
Is that tough?
Yeah. I'm a fairly private person, which is, I think, a little bit of an oxymoron for somebody who's, in this career path.
Right.
But I am fairly private and I don't share emotions very well. So maybe that's where my music comes in. I enjoy sharing it through music. But yeah, it kind of feels like a therapy session. And all of a sudden you feel like you really spilled your guts in there. And it's definitely something else after you leave a writer's room.
Right. And End Badly seems like a very personal song. Tell us about the song. What's going on in that song? Yeah.
So End Badly is one of 6 on the EP that's coming out. It's Waterfall, releasing over the next couple of months. And so the whole idea of the EP are life lessons, essentially, from the past 10 years that I've learned. So, I think everyone has kind of been in a situationship, what they're called, where you maybe haven't gotten closure, but they also didn't hurt you. It just kind of didn't work out. One of those wrong person, wrong time type situations.
Yeah. And
those hurt often more than anything because you aren't able to hate the person necessarily. So there's some aggressive lines in the song. You'll hear there's one that says, if you think you're over us, I hope you cheat. I hope she's younger and prettier than me.
So you want something bad to happen.
Tumultuous. You want to just blow it up. You don't even want to hear about this person ever again. You want to be cringe when you hear their name, but that's not always the case in relationships. Sometimes you have 2 good people. So this song is begging the person, if you're going to leave me, hurt me.
We're going to go ahead and play it now so our listeners can hear it. This is brand new single, ERIN Alvey. It's called End Badly.
If it's too good to be true, it probably is. And when it comes to you, it's good as it gets. Must be why every time that you tell me that you love me, I start to think crazy things like a slow goodbye is coming. So if you ever break my heart, boy, you better cut it deep. If you make me fall apart, you better do it piece by piece. If you ever leave me, promise you won't let me down easy. When it ends, let it end badly, badly, badly. Baby, let it end badly, badly. If you think you're over us, I want you to cheat. I hope she's younger, sweeter, and prettier than me. If you don't, when you go, I don't know how I'll erase you. There's no way this'll fade if I never get to hate you. If you ever break my heart, boy, you better cut it deep. If you make me fall apart, you better do it piece by piece. If you ever leave me, promise you won't let me down easy. When it ends, let break my heart, boy, you better cut it deep. If you make me fall apart, you better do it piece by piece. If you ever leave me, promise you won't let me down easy. When it ends, let it end badly, badly, badly. Baby, let it end badly, badly.
Well, that is End Badly. My guest, ERIN ALVEY. That is awesome. Good luck with it.
Thank you. I appreciate it so much, Lee.
Now, you mentioned it's going to be on an EP that's coming out, Questions and Answers. Is that correct?
Q&A. Yeah.
Q&A.
So one of my friends recently told me, we were talking about it, and I was talking about the EP, and I was like, I don't really know what to name it exactly. And she said, well, to me, it sounds like that famous quote, there are years that ask questions and there are years that answer. So Q&A just kind of jumped at me when she said that, and it really wrapped up the EP pretty well.
I think it's a great title. It kind of gives people the idea that they're going to get this EP and find out a little bit about your life.
Yeah, a little bit where I've been, because I used to, I was touring for such a long time, and then I took a step back, and the world took a step back, and so did I. And then after that, quite a bit of life happened.
Yeah.
So, including my son, who you might have just heard in the background.
I did not, but I was going to congratulate you because not only on the single, but on you're still a newlywed and you're a new mama.
Yeah. So we just celebrated our 2-year anniversary, and I had our son 5 months ago. So it's a lot going on, and I thought, well, let's just do an entire project too while we're at it. I don't have enough going.
Yeah. I should mention you're married to is it Filip? Is that his name?
Philip. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was thinking exotic Filip because
in Swedish it's similar. It's Filip.
Okay.
I can't talk very well either. It's Filip Forsberg in Swedish, but in English and South Georgia like me, it's Filip Forsberg.
Yeah. So, and he plays for the Predators.
He does.
Which is the reason that you guys are featured on a brand new show. What's it called? Face Off Inside the NHL? Yeah.
Yes. Amazon Prime Video. So yeah, I would love people to watch that as well. It kind of gives a little bit more insight of our life and a Nashville country artist meeting and marrying a Nashville Predator hockey player.
How cool. My gosh. And that's streaming now. Folks can see that.
Oh yeah.
This is not your first rodeo. You've had music out, a few years back, and you were doing pretty well, actually, touring with some major acts.
Yes, I opened for quite a few people, along the way. We had festivals and shows and whatnot. I felt like it, doors were opening, and it really was full force. I was traveling so much, but then I feel like I was kind of turning into a glorified cover band, because I didn't have the time to really sit with myself as not only an artist, but as a person to write anything that meant anything more than just like a party song. Mm-hmm. I don't really know if this is a lasting legacy, what I'm writing right now and what I'm doing. I loved touring. I loved performing. I still enjoy it so much, but I really didn't think it was going to last. I think that ages out after a while, and I didn't want to be a cover band. So I spent the time to, get off the road and write some songs that actually meant something to me, and I'd be proud to leave behind it one day.
So you got some life under your belt, and then
got some life under your belt. Yeah,
and used it for your songwriting. That's awesome. Yeah. When can we look for the rest of the EP? Just kind of trickling out over the weeks. Yeah,
there'll be a couple more drops over the next weeks, and throughout the beginning of next year. I think they're all going to be out very soon, but slow release, kind of introduce people back to my music, and I didn't want to throw everything at everyone on one day. So
and people that are digging the song, End Badly, and can't wait for the rest of the EP, can they go ahead and get a copy?
They can get End Badly on all streaming platforms. Yeah,
there you go.
It's out now. It's ready, so you can search it. And I'm on socials. I'm active on pretty much all socials.
The single is called End Badly. Our guest is ERIN ALVEY. How about a video for that song? Have you thought about that?
I haven't. It's funny. I always put like a budget aside for music videos, and the team I was working with, we've always made that such a priority. And then all of a sudden I was like, there's so many songs that I have shelved, essentially. I call it from the vault.
Yeah.
And there were so many that I wanted out, and I felt I was slowing myself down with the videos. So
I can in my head already envision some pretty cool treatments for that,
You're hired. You're the director.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know if you were trying, but now you're hired, and I don't think you can get yourself out of it.
We'll put something together.
Yeah.
you've had this music career going on for a few years. Your husband is very well known, and so has that helped in the music business, or has it hindered you, or hasn't it made a difference?
I think both. I think, it's something I'm so proud of. I think that when I first started coming back into music, a lot of people very kindly were super respectful of like, oh, maybe, she doesn't want somebody to throw her husband's name in there because this is her career. But
Right.
I'm so proud to be my husband's wife and the mother of my child. And I think that's such a part of my story and a part of my writing. So I love being able to promote my husband just as the same as he's my biggest supporter as well. And I think that, yes, my priorities have changed. Even my heart has changed. Maybe I don't want to be on the road for however many dates each year now, but
Right.
heart is still in the music and I still enjoy creating and putting it out there. So I'm very thankful for the opportunity to, balance both right now and just put my heart into both as much as I can.
That's fantastic. Fantastic. Well, good luck with everything. And we do hope to see you up here in New York at some point as you're out promoting it. Nashville is a tough place to be because it's a great place to be, but everybody is a musician and they're all so good too.
Oh, so humbling. This city is so humbling. And I was touring the Southeast and I feel like I had quote unquote more going on before I made the move to Nashville. But of course, as any artist, your team, makes the decision. It's now or never, essentially.
Yeah.
And I held on to not moving here for so long, not because I didn't love Nashville. I was here all the time. But like you said, you have to almost keep your blinders on as an artist. And the second you get to Nashville, whether you like it or not, those blinders are ripped off and you are forced to look around you and realize I'm not the most talented person in this room. And thank God for that, because that means I'm here to grow and learn and get better at my craft. And that's what Nashville did for me. It definitely humbled me, but in a way that I needed and appreciated, because now I feel so much more confident in what I have because I have other experiences and other people's lives and, their talents with me. So I'm really thankful for that. But yes, it has been a humbling move over the past couple of years.
I bet. Yeah. What has been so far the most exciting moment of this whole journey?
Of music in general?
Of music in general. I know the family stuff probably trumps any
Oh my gosh,
business.
yeah. Having my son was the best thing of my entire life.
Oh, exactly.
What's funny is I wouldn't say there's one that just really stands out, but I do always like to give credit to Hall of Famer Chipper Jones of the Atlanta Braves. He started my career. I give him so much credit for, when I started music, my cousin who was in MTV's making the band O-Town, the boy band.
Okay.
He said, you need a fan base. And I was like, that feels like a lot, to all of a sudden announce that you want to start singing and do this as a career and then be like, who wants to be my fan? Anybody out there like what I'm doing? Felt like a lot. And so I actually just tried to piggyback off of the Braves fan base because I was heavily involved on Twitter with Braves fam.
Okay.
And I loved them. We were all like very close. We'd tweet to each other throughout the games. And it really became a community. And I thought, hey, I'll write a song for my Braves fam. It wasn't trying to convert them to my fans by any means, but I wanted to write a song for the Atlanta Braves. Chipper Jones agreed to be in the music video and he pushed it out. That was a highlight that gave me a lot of confidence at the beginning of my career that I'm still so appreciative for, because I don't think if it were for him,
That's cool. Have you been singing since you can remember?
No.
Really?
I was a little tomboy. I was playing sports. I really loved to play sports.
Somehow I can't picture that.
Really? No, I was a hardcore tomboy, and I ended up moving out to live with my grandparents in southern Utah for a couple of years, and I wasn't eligible to play sports because of the transfer my junior year of high school, so I was forced to take a step back. And my team, we just won state for tennis in Georgia, and I was like, tennis was my whole life for a long time, tennis and soccer, cross country. And then I kind of was forced to develop other talents and kind of hone in on other interests in music. I got an opportunity to sing at a bar called Sports Grill. And it was kind of a restaurant bar more so. And I was 17.
Okay.
17. And I just started singing there for fun for the tourists that would come through to, Zion National Park in the summers. And I fell in love with performing. And then the rest is history from there.
That is great. So many people I talk to, they're singing since basically the womb, but you kind of just stepped into it and you had that natural ability.
Oh, I don't think it was natural.
Yeah.
I will say, I think that I wasn't scared to work hard for it, but it's funny listening back now. My brother always says, man, I was just so worried for you because you kept saying you wanted to be a singer, but you were pretty damn bad. And I was
no.
but, what's funny is he said, but I'm impressed because you really worked on it. And now, I enjoy listening to you. So if you have any siblings, that that's the best compliment you can get. Yeah, I think there was something that took some years of honing my craft and taking some vocal lessons and writing and such.
That is fantastic. Well, you're on your way, and if this song is any indication of what's down the road, you got it going on. Very good. Thank you so much for taking time to talk to us. ERIN Alvey is our guest. The single is End Badly. You can have the rest of the day off now.
Oh, Lee, I wish I could, but I appreciate you so much for playing End Badly, and I'm going to be up there in Rochester one of these days. So
fantastic.
Fair.
More music on the way.
Let it end badly.